name is Pascal Gibbon, and I am delighted to welcome you to the Everyday Life Balance Show, the podcast for men and women who want to create more balance and harmony in their life on a mental, physical, and spiritual level. Every Monday, you get access to insights, practical tools, and strategies on well-being, personal development, life fulfillment, and success from experts in their field and from me, your change catalyst. It is my mission to guide you to happiness and help you find greater joy, inner peace, and balance. This is an invitation to you, the listener, to transform your life one step at a time. Welcome back, beautiful soul, to another episode of the Everyday Life Balance Show. Today we'll dive into something that I know resonates with so many of you. Those life-changing moments when you're standing at a crossroads, feeling completely stuck. I'm talking about navigating life transitions, and I give you actionable steps and practical tools you can implement immediately. Let's break this down into 3 clear unmistakable signs that you are at a turning point in your life and how to navigate through it gracefully. The first sign is that you feel lost and confused about what's next. You know that nagging sensation when nothing makes sense anymore. When you stare at your life, it's like a puzzle with missing pieces. You don't know what path to follow. At a crossroads, it's common to experience a mental or emotional fog. You might be asking yourself questions like, what am I meant to be doing next? Or why does this no longer feel right? This confusion isn't something to fear. It's actually a call for more clarity and alignment in your life. Here is your action plan. Get crystal clear about what your heart yearns for. So grab a notebook or journal right now. List your life areas like your career, health, relationships, finance, personal growth. Then rate each area from a scale of 1 to 10. And lastly, circle the lowest scoring area. That's your starting point. Allow some space for stillness so that the answers you seek begin to reveal themselves. Don't try to fix everything at once. Trust that you're not broken, you are becoming. Pick the one area that's called the least points and set 3 specific measurable goals. For example, if it's your relationship, your goal might be to improve communication with your partner, do more activities together, and communicate more often with your family and friends. Whatever your action steps are, put them down on paper because what gets written gets done. Now that we've explored the feeling of confusion, let's move on to sign number 2, which is equally powerful but often hidden. Your inner craving for change, even if you're not sure what that is yet. There comes a moment, quiet but insistent, when you realize that the life you've been living no longer fits who you're becoming. It might not be loud or dramatic. It might just be a subtle nudge, a whisper from within that says, there's something more for you. Maybe your days feel repetitive or your work no longer excites you. Being at a crossroads is a sign that you're growing. That deep sense of misalignment is your inner wisdom calling you towards a life that reflects your next level of growth. You're like a butterfly ready to break free from that cocoon, but maybe you're a little scared of spreading your wings. And guess what? We expect uncertainty. Here is the truth. Change isn't always easy, no matter how simple it seems. As creatures of habit, we love our comfort zones, like I love a delicious matcha tea. Trust that something beautiful is unfolding, and here is your 3-step implementation strategy that really works. Number 1, audit your current habits. Track everything you do for 3 days. Number 2, Identify what works and doesn't. What brings you joy? What feels heavy? And number 3, create a specific replacement plan for each habit that doesn't serve you. Here are some tips regarding change management. Tip number 1 is that positive change requires consistent effort. Therefore, you need to block out specific times in your calendar. Tip number 2 is that you need accountability. Find a partner or join a group. Tip number 3 is to track your progress daily. Use a habit tracking app or simple spreadsheet. Tip number 4 is to plan for obstacles. Create if-then scenarios for common challenges. And tip number 5, transformation begins with awareness, and awareness leads to inspired action. And lastly, here is the third sign that you are at a crossroads. You've lost your sense of purpose. This last sign hits us deeply. You feel like your life has lost its meaning. You look in the mirror and barely recognize that person staring back at you. Where did that sparkly-eyed, enthusiastic version of you go? They're still there, trust me. They're just waiting for you to dig a little deeper into your essence and come back triumphant. The concrete actions you need to take are to reconnect with your purpose, passion, and mojo. Place your hand on your heart. Take a deep breath. And ask yourself, what part of me is longing for more ease, joy, and authenticity? So your first task is to do an inventory of your skills. List everything you're good at. Note what people compliment you on. Identify what gets you in flow. What can you do for hours without getting tired? The second task is to assess your values. Write down your top 5 values. Rate how well your current life aligns with each. And then create specific actions to increase alignment. Your third task is to create an implementation timeline. So on week 1, you will allow some time for self-exploration. On week 2, test one new activity that aligns with your top values. Week 3, evaluate and adjust your performance. And week 4, commit to regular practice. Remember, this isn't about perfection, but consistent progress. Start with a tiny change today. Open your calendar now and block out 30 minutes for your first action step. Being at the turning point isn't a crisis, it's an invitation. While things may seem uncertain right now, it's an invitation to clarify your values, reignite your dreams, and make empowered decisions that honor who you are becoming. Before we wrap up this episode, could you do something for me? If you feel you're at a crossroads, take a moment to ask yourself, who do I need to be to create the life I desire? Where am I called to grow, even if I can't see the full path yet? You don't need to have all the answers today. Just take the next gentle step with loving intention. If your heart whispered yes during this episode, I invite you to share this message with someone who may also be standing at a crossroads. Let's rise together. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and light. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for reviewing and rating the Everyday Life Balance podcast on iTunes. And thank you for subscribing to this podcast so that you can continue to get training each time I release a new episode. I look forward to connecting with you next week. And as always, yes, you can dream it, create it, live it.